Hi everyone, apologies for the delay. This is the Twitter retention mini course. We're in week 2 and this is lesson 1. So let's just jump straight into things. Okay, so this week we're going to look at engagement and identifying pitfalls. So a bit of practical but mixed with the mindset that we've discussed from the first week. We're going to be looking at a big potential pitfall we need to avoid, and that's going to come up tomorrow. Today we're going to talk and expand on that idea of turning up daily, posting daily. This is a non-negotiable. This is something that you have to do if you want to grow on Twitter, especially for newer accounts. Okay, some of you might have heard of the concept of 21 and 90. So the idea is that to form a habit, you have to do something for 21 days. But if you want to change your lifestyle or mindset, you have to do it for 90 days. If you can stick with something for 90 days, the idea is that you can stick with it continuously going forward. So I do agree on most of this, but tomorrow I'm also going to raise a counterpoint, because 90 days is also the period of what I'd call a quit zone, but we're going to go into that in more detail tomorrow. For the sake of this course, we're going to look at trying to do something consistently for 21 days. That's generally the duration of how long this course is going to last. Not exactly, but 3 weeks. So if you can start posting daily from today, we're going to be trying to form a habit, and then after that we'll continue, and we'll just keep continue, and we'll continue, and we'll continue. So basically this is going to lock you into a routine, almost an autopilot function. You'll instinctively start to think it's time to post on Twitter. So again, it's not up for negotiation. If you struggle, it's going to cause you trouble down the line. So you really need to change your mindset first and think about the results later. Again, just a reminder, it's not up for negotiation. And there's the teacher pointing at Twitter board. So that's everyone told. Okay, so we turn up or we automate. I mentioned software last week, so I advise you possibly to go back through any of the lessons from last week. So we're talking about things like TweetDeck or the app. But what I also want you to do is start making a list of tweet ideas. So I use Notion. Other people use Evernote or Google Docs. You can use the traditional notepad and pen if you want. The idea is to get as many tweet ideas together so that you never run out of content. Some people watch YouTube for inspiration, but you have to just make sure you don't fall into the rabbit hole and start watching videos on the world's largest snakes or serial killers or whatever nonsense YouTube tends to throw up. So again, automation, the idea is that you're not always going to be able to be online, but you also have to still post daily. Luckily, we live in an era where automation is available for everyone, so you can use the app. The only problem with the app is you can't, or at least when I last used it, you could not schedule threads, which is a bit of a problem. TweetDeck, I believe, is free and it integrates well with Twitter. I use TweetHunter, and if you feel like you're ready to use a pro tool, you can discuss that with me and I'll point you in the right direction. But for the sake of this course, I think it would be better if people just wait and we can discuss it later. Maybe just use TweetDeck for now to get used to the concept of scheduling. So I'd like you all to try and compile some tweet ideas, schedule tweets for a few days or even a week, just to get the hang of it and to then you can see the benefits of being able to schedule, and then everything's taken care of from there. Okay, so it's quick problems and solutions. So here's a problem that you might have. You're too busy to tweet every day. This is perfectly legit, especially if you work 9 to 5 or you have a busy schedule. So pick 2 days per week, and I want you to write tweets on those days and schedule them for the next few days or for a week. So just block off an hour, use the tweet ideas you've been compiling, and then schedule them for a week, and then you don't have to worry about them. Again, I'll remind you about the tweet content list I want you to do. So check out notation apps. If you want, you can also use a voice recorder if you prefer just to record ideas on the go. I use Otter AI. You've probably got a recorder on your phone, and I think Google Docs has one. Lots available, most of them free. If you struggle with discipline, again, if you do something for 21 days, it forms a habit. 90 days, you change your lifestyle and mindset. So if you think that you're struggling with discipline, just do this daily, and eventually you will form discipline in an organic way. Okay, that's the end of lesson 1 for week 2 slides. So we're going to have a quick look at the action sheet. So for today's lesson, I want you to use a blank calendar. You can just print one off if you want, or you can just use a template. I use Google Calendar, and I want you to mark off the next 21 days. Save a note or a reminder that you have to tweet, and I want you to then tick off or complete that reminder when you do it. And the idea is that you are committing to this, and you will always have a reminder. So I want you to mark off the days if it's a physical calendar, or save the days if it's an online one. And once we've done the 21, you can then commit further and mark off the next 69. So that's the first Twitter challenge, and Twitter challenges are actually a great way of increasing your commitment, and you'll notice a jump up in growth whenever you make these challenges. We'll suggest a few more as we go on. So that's it for today. Again, I apologize for the delay. We'll be doing a lesson per day after this, so no more delays. The same as last time. Remember to do your primary tasks first, and then you can come to this afterwards, or you can leave all of the lessons until the end of the week and then do them then. Okay, that's it for today. Feel free to send me DMs if you want to talk about any of the lessons from last week or this one. Okay, over and out.